everyone, and welcome back to the Colour Cave, where we like to play with art stuff. My name is Jem, and today I have for you the beautiful March Scrawlrbox. The box itself's been through the wars a wee bit, but I hope everything's intact inside. This is, of course, the monthly art subscription box from here in the UK, where we get a set of supplies and we get a little magazine to tell us about said supplies that have been beautifully curated so that we can create an artwork to the prompt that also comes in the box. In this case it is the Scrawler Challenge. In this particular box we also get a sticker and a sweet as well, which is quite nice. Oh, everything's very neat and tidy. Okay then. Ooh, this is our featured artist and the featured artwork. This is Katrina Young. All of her social media, of which there is a lot. We have a website, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok and Patreon down at the bottom if you want to check out some of her other stuff. Please feel free. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Always got a special respect for any sort of portraiture because I hate people. But this is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so here is our Scrawler zine, which we'll take a wee look at in just a minute. We don't want to ruin the surprise of what's in the supply box part. And we have some square Bristol board, and this is by Art Gecko. I love Art Gecko paper. I have several of their sketchbooks, and in varying shapes and forms. Oh, this is smooth. That's silky. Silky, silky. Light surface. 250 GSM acid free, and we've got 10 sheets. I love these little square format pads made with care in Great Britain. Hey. Thank you very much, Art Gecko. We salute you. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, the sticker's so pretty. It's just a mini version of the featured artwork. And our sweet this month is a Refreshers bar, and it is a sour apple flavour. These are amazing. Again, same thing, like they taste really good, but they're really not good for your teeth at all. Suitable for vegetarians and vegans, it says on it as well. So everyone is included. And let's see what we've got supplies wise. We have a Derwent Graphic 2H pencil. I'm always quite partial to Derwent pencil. I have a lot of them. Again, UK based product. Woo! It's going to be one of those this month. Yeah, so really happy to have that 2H, so good grade for sketching. Just while we're at it, the Swizzles stuff is made in the UK as well, so we're doing quite well for UK based stuff here. I think that's all about to go out the window, yeah, because we've got a Statler pigment liner, not made in the UK, and this is a 0.8. I'm assuming it is black. Take a wee look at that for you. I don't know what my autofocus is playing it like. Oh. Okay, so you can see there we've got we have a nice chunky liner. Chunky liner. Okay, that is good stuff. Assuming 12 hours with a cap off before it dries out as well, if you're that way inclined. Indelible waterproof on paper, light fast, store horizontally. Good stuff. And last but not least, my favourite. At least they've given us decent markers this time. These are the Copic Chow markers, and the Chow markers are just the baby version of the Copic sketch markers. The difference between the Chow markers and the sketch markers is the sketch... In fact, I'll just go and get one and show you, that's easier. Okay. So, the difference between the sketch markers, which is one of these, and the Chow markers, which is one of these, is that they have different barrel shapes. So, the sketch marker has an oval barrel shape and the Chow is round. The sketch markers also hold more ink, so less refill runs. Other than that, they're exactly the same. They have the same nibs on them as well. The Chow markers come in a reduced colour range as well. The sketch markers come in every single colour that Copic do, and these ones are in a slightly reduced capacity in terms of selection of colours. Okay, so there we go. So now to show you, these are like industry standard alcohol markers. These are the ones that you want. Very expensive, but very good, and also refillable. You can buy refills separately. But the main reason that people love these so much, apart from the absolutely massive colour range, is this, and that is the brush tip on them. Pretty much no one's ever bettered a Copic brush tip, I don't think. Some have equalled it and some have come close, but that, again, industry standard. If someone's trying out a marker that's got a brush tip on it, the first thing they're going to say is, I wonder how it compares to a Copic. These are alcohol-based markers, so they're pretty whiffy, but generally these are top notch. This is what we want. On the other end of these markers is a chisel nib, like this, which again, I'm not really a fan of, but I know a lot of you do like that. Now, just before we take a look at the supplies and see if we can learn a wee bit more about them, I am questioning, has this artwork been created with these 3 markers? The answer is probably no. In fact, the answer is definitely no. That's okay. I find it a little bit... I wish they would be more transparent about it. That's what I'm mincing my words here. Yeah, I wish they would be more transparent about what the featured artist has used. It may well be that she has used markers to create this entire piece. It may be that she's used specifically these types of Copic markers, you know, the Copic Chow markers to do this. That's also great as well. I wish they would let us know somewhere, probably in the zine, what the artists used to create their artwork. That's all I'm going to say on that. Anyway, we've got a nice selection of colours. Let's take a wee look at these supplies and see what else we can learn. The Copic Chow markers, everybody's got the same colours. A Scrawler favourite. Woo! Let's zoom in so that you can see if you want to read ahead and mute me. Copics are loved by designers, illustrators and colourists worldwide. Copic Chow is the ideal alcohol marker for graphic artwork because of their smooth application and versatility. They're going to go really well in this Art Gecko paper, by the way. The double-ended design features a super brush nib and a chisel nib for a variety of expressive strokes. Copic feature a transparent, expertly formulated alcohol and dye-based ink. This makes them great for blending, layering, building tone, shading, finer details and line work. The brush nib is best used for colouring larger areas with streak-free results, while the chisel nib is great for mark making and finer details. Each pen is refillable and the nibs are replaceable too, so they will last you a while. No, they will last you forever. Forever. Okay, yeah, that's fairly well said. The one thing I will say, and it goes for all alcohol markers, is not just the Copic markers, they are not light fast. They fade like crazy and they fade really quickly. So unless you are... So if you're not displaying up on the wall, that is absolutely no problem. If you want to display anywhere near any sunlight, you're better to scan your marker art into something like Photoshop and print yourself off some copies instead. Moving swiftly on, the Pigment Liner pen, a great pen for writing, sketching, drawing in deep dark black pigment ink, is light fast and waterproof and also won't bleed when highlighted. Oh, that's good to know as well. The 0.8 is a nice thickness for outlines, as well as being small enough to work some intricate details in. The nib features a long metal tip, which is ideal for use with rulers for more precise line work. Okay, good. A Derwent sketching pencil. Derwent's, yeah, it's a pencil. I don't have an it's a pencil sticker anywhere near, but it's a pencil. Quick freestyle sketches, expressive marks, can be sharpened to a fine point for more precise line work. Okay, the Art Gecko square Bristol board pad, which I'm quite excited about as well. Designed for creators, this square sketch pad contains 10 sheets of 2. You're like, we didn't even know that. Perfect for gliding those Copic markers across the page, woo! High quality FSC certified acid free paper with Art Gecko's soft touch laminate finish to the cover, making it flexible and wipe clean. This paper is British made using climate friendly sustainable sources. And it's a bargain. The recommended retail price is £2.99. I would pay way more than £2.99 for 10 sheets of really, really nice Bristol board. Which, that's what that feels like. Really, really nice Bristol board. Okay, well then, let's take a little look at our Scrawler zine. Oh, so here's your sort of overview page, which we've talked about. And here is our sit down with the artist Katrina. Look at some of her work. It is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I like this. This is nice. Looks quite painterly. Right, okay, yes. So lots of things about her there. Scrawler tips. Get swatching. Always. Create depth. Layers of the same marker to darken the opacity. I'm going to demonstrate this for you in just a wee minute. And also the blending out. Okay, so they've got some techniques to try here as well. This is really, really, really nice to see. And they also talk about what happens when you layer up in different ratios with these pens to give you different colours. So that's all great things to try if you're not confident or not familiar with alcohol markers. And we've also got a bit of artist's advice as well. Okay, now this is interesting. The artist in action. We can watch the step-by-step process of making this piece. So I wonder where my phone is. Okay, I've just scanned the QR code and this takes you to a link in TikTok, which interestingly I've been having a conversation about just recently, and every colour of marker in the entire like history of markers has been used to make this, which makes a bit more sense, but it is indeed done in marker. There's a little bit about correcting mistakes here and talking about feather blending as well. So really nice tips and advice here on those 2 pages. And here is the Scrawler gallery. And I remember this one, yeah. This was the Derwent Artist pencils, which interestingly it was quite controversial. There was a lot of people struggled with the paper. And I think a lot of people just didn't use the paper and changed to other paper, which really honestly can't blame anybody for, in truth. Also as well, some people got a blue ballpoint pen and some people got a black one. These are absolutely stunning though. This is what started the book of pasta for me. So this was lovely and fun, and it's really nice to see all these. Here's the Scrawler top 3. This looks like a lot of ballpoint and not a lot of pencil. Yeah, these are really nice. Really, really nice. Good job, everyone. Icons and eyebrows. Okay, and they are talking about a very prolific artist here. If you don't know about Frida, I suggest that you read this. She's such an inspirational woman, and her painting's quite interesting as well. I won't spoil it for you, but yeah, she's done some amazing work. They've got a little live going on YouTube again. You can scan a QR code for that there. Okay, well, that's quite an interesting wee box we've got this month from the lovely people at Scrawlrbox. Let's take a look and see what our prompt's going to be. 1, 2, 3. Oh, feminine energy. This month's box is all about embracing the feminine energy this time of year season has to offer, obviously because it's spring as well. Taking inspiration from our featured artist, we encourage you to explore working this soft colour palette and channeling Mother Nature into your delicate artworks. Okay, delicate artworks. Not sure about the delicate part, but okay. Right, okay, that's really interesting. So we'll have a little think about that, but we can get into swatching out these supplies. Righty ho ho. So one of the main concerns with alcohol markers is how much they're going to bleed through a surface. This does not say that it is bleed proof paper. So I am assuming we will have some sort of bleed through. Now when I say bleed through, I mean onto the next page. You're always going to see it on the other side. That is just a characteristic of alcohol markers, unless you're using paper that has specifically created a barrier so that you can use both sides of the paper. So we'll see how that goes. That's one thing to think about. So let's see about the pencil. The pencil should be pretty good because the paper's so smooth. It's so smooth. That's going to do what we need it to do, methinks. We'll sketch stuff out. Let's see, can we go dark? We shouldn't really be able to go that dark because it's an H, but it's a 2H. So you're not going to get much smudginess because it's a hard pencil, but we can get some hatching in with it. Woo! Right, okay, cool beans. And let's take a look at our fine liner here. Oh, that feels amazing. Because it's got a slightly thicker nib as well, we'll be able to fill in areas, you know, if you wanted to use black as part of your design. And as they were saying about creating outlines, you know, if you double up the line with the likes of a 0.8, you can get quite a thick line without too much, you know, elbow grease, so that's really good as well. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry because I want to run one of these over the top just to see what happens. So let's take a look at our colours first of all. This is E31, so this is quite a common beige tone. Used in portraiture. It's a nice base for you to be able to go darker or lighter actually with this type of pen. But you can see here, if I just put some layers on there, so you can see 1, 2 and 3 layers fairly quickly of the same colour. And you can see these brush markers are my absolute favourite. You can get a really nice thin line with this brush tip. You can get a slightly thicker line, or you can go all out. Like, very versatile. I love them. All up for that. And then here is our chisel. Great for corners architecture, anything that needs a straight line, because obviously it's going to give you a really uniform line. Right, let's look at these other colours then. We've also got here a GO2, which is Spectrum Green. So there's one layer. There's 2 layers. And there's 3. And finally the V15, which is Mallow. This is a lot lighter than you think it's going to be, this colour. I think a lot of people expect it to be a bit purplier because of the colour of the lid. I like this colour though, I'm very familiar with this colour. So that is our 3 base colours that we've got. Now we saw in the scroller zine there what happens if you decide to mix these up, which is fine. I just want to have a quick turn over here. Okay, so you can see where I went really heavily with the brick beige, which was E31, and we can barely see what else is there, and there's absolutely nothing on this page there, so this is really good paper. Like, that makes me really happy. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what happens when you do a little bit of blending. So let's take these two and show you kind of the thing we're talking about. So if you want to put some colour down first of all, you're best to get your lids off. You get your lids off and you can have a little bit of an overlap here, and then you can go back with your lightest colour and start working those together to get a little bit of a blend. Now it's up to you how much you want to go in here in terms of the intensity of the colour. These two colours obviously wouldn't be a natural choice for blending, but it is doable. You can see there I do have a transition area that is a weird kind of like greyish green colour, but that's absolutely fine. So as long as you're kind of prepared and you know exactly where you want your transition, you can absolutely blend all day long. And again, you can see there that's only just starting to come through now, and that was a hefty amount of ink that was going down there. So yeah, I mean, these are absolutely great. Take a bit of time to play with them and test them out, especially the layering up techniques. And you've actually got a handy little chart here in your scroller zine. Wait till I find it. Was it the page before? Yeah, here. And maybe if if it is something you're not quite so familiar with, you can try and create these colours here just to get a feel for how much of each colour that you need. So yeah, absolutely fab. That is what we like. Solid thumbs up for the supplies in this box. Okay, so that is it for today's video, guys. I would love to know your thoughts on this box, whether you think this is a good combination of supplies and what you think of the prompt as well. I'm going to give this a little bit of thought, and I will complete the scroller challenge as a separate video, probably about a week's time. I do have the up crate here as well, and that's going to be Sunday's video, and that will be the unboxing and the up crate battle all in one video. I'm trying to get back to alternating the way I used to do. Just before I leave you for today, in the stash shop I have a set of these Polycolour, the 36 set of Polycolour pencils, which are brand new and sealed. So if that's something that you might be interested in, I've got a few other used goodies up as well. You can check them out at the website. The link to the website is down in the description underneath the video. So thank you very much for coming and hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you back in the cave on Sunday for the up crate video. Have a great day, everyone, and bye-bye for now.